Sit down, please.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Just on behalf of the Secretary General and the Council, I want to welcome Foreign Minister Rasul. We had a very good meeting this afternoon. Most delegations spoke. There were additional contributions announced, and we focused on various themes. Obviously, transition, welcoming the beginning of that process, endorsing the next steps in the enduring partnership that will underwrite NATO's long-term commitment to Afghanistan, and many ministers responding to the programme that Foreign Minister Rasul set out for the Afghan peace process, and demonstrating our strong support for that effort to bring this conflict to a peaceful conclusion. Foreign Minister.
Thank you very much. As Ambassador Shidwell mentioned, this was an important conference. Afghanistan side exposed his view on different issues. First, the transition, which has been announced by President Karzai in the beginning of the year. Also, we explained the peace process, the regional cooperation, and the support to the Afghan National Security Forces, but also the relation of Afghanistan with its allies after 2014, not only in security, but also in development, economy, and in the regional cooperation. I think the issue of transition has been supported by everybody. Everybody stressed that the transition should be reversible and all the conditions for transition should be prepared. Everybody supported the process of peace process, which we have launched. There should be an Afghan-led peace process supported by the international community. Also, we explained the importance of regional cooperation to achieve the peace and stability in Afghanistan, and also the issue of the longer-term partnership with NATO after 2014. Everybody expressed that the transition does not mean the world will abandon Afghanistan, and everybody will be with Afghanistan in the future, but it's going to be an Afghanistan which will lead, which take the responsibility of the security and its economy, and the international community will support Afghanistan for the future. I think that was in brief the conclusion of this conference that showed that 10 years on, the international community, despite other issues coming around the world, are very much committed and interested for an independent, secure, and democratic Afghanistan.
We have time for a few questions. Do you want to? Shall I just do this, Tony, or do you want to?
Go ahead, Ambassador.
Okay, we'll can you just let us know who you are when you speak? Let's start down here.
عارف رحمان هستم از بخش افغانستان دویچ وله. آقای رسول از مصالحه صحبت کردیم و پرسیدویل هم گفت که جامعه جهانی حمایت کرد. با توجه به تمام تلاش که صورت میگیره در افغانستان یک شک و تردیدی بسیار همگیر وجود داره ای که این روند در کجا رسیده و بالاخره نتیجه که هنوز به دست آمده چی بوده. و گفتگوهای وجود داره ای که احتمالاً با اشتراک جامعه بین المللی گفتگویی در ترکیه صورت خواهد گرفت و گفتگوی نهایی احتمالاً در کنفرانس بن در ماه دسامبر صورت خواهد گرفت. توضیح شما در مورد این برداشت‌ها چیست؟
مسئله پروسس سال یک پروسس که تنها حکومت افغانستان تصمیم نگرفت. یک جرگه بود که در او تمام اقشار مردم افغانستان آمدن با بودن 21% خانم‌ها برای بار اول در یک جرگه افغانی. او جرگه تصمیم گرفت دو چیز. یک، که افغانستان به صلح احتیاج داره و یک پروسس صلح لازم است. دو، خطای قرمز را که از او ما تشنه نمیتونیم برای پروسس صلح او را تضمین کرد. او عبارت از است که احترام به قانون اساسی افغانستان، با حقوق بشر، با حقوق زن، با آزادی صحبت، با آزادی مطبوعات، این نکات است که افغانستان از خط قرمز تیر نمیشه. به اساس از او کمیسیون عالی صلح ساخته شد که هم یک تصمیم جرگه صلح بود که اونا به کار شروع کردن. این شروع کار است و برای از اینکه این پروسه صلح بتونه موفق شود، اول ما سپورت پشتیبانی تمام مردم افغانستان داد به وجود داریم که این پروسه صلح ثابت کرد و دوم پشتیبانی جامعه بین‌المللی را به وجود داریم. اما چیزی که ما می‌خواستیم بگیم که این پروسه صلح باید زیر کنترل افغانستان باشن و اگر جامعه جهانی به این کمک میکنن درست است، اما خود پروسه به دست افغان باشه. یعنی بود که امروز تصویب شد. این پروسه نو شروع شده، باز نتایج جلسه به وجود آمده، اما هنوز زود است که ما بر شما بگوییم که در کجا میره و به کجا خواهد رسید.
Would you mind answering briefly in English as well, just for
Yes,
the
yes.
English journalists? The same, just the same.
The question was there are some worry about the peace process. There are rumors that there's going to be contact with Taliban in some countries like Turkey, and there are rumors that maybe the Bonn conference will be a conference to which the Taliban will come. My answer was that the peace process has been a decision of the Afghan people through a peace jirga. The red lines for the peace concept have been fixed. It is the respect for the constitution of Afghanistan, the human rights, the women's rights, all the achievement that we did in the last 10 years, that it's a beginning of process. There should be an Afghan-led process supported by international community. We cannot bring peace in Afghanistan. We cannot work on peace process if, number one, there's no support of the Afghan people for process, and number two, also a cooperation of our neighbors and international community. And that is something that has been approved today in this meeting, that the peace process is a political move that should be followed up according to the tradition of Afghanistan and led by Afghanistan. On the Bonn conference, it is not to do something about it is also decided among us that the Bonn conference will be an Afghan-led conference. Afghanistan as a state is going to be in the lead. Afghanistan will have the chair of the conference, only Afghanistan. And the first Bonn, the international community make a roadmap for Afghanistan. This time, Afghanistan will make the roadmap for the coming 10 years, what we need and what we ask the international community to do. So there is nothing to do of changing anything.